Hello people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Neil and today I'll be talking about the true cost of living in the Silicon Valley as an individual and also as a couple. Heads up, anywhere and anything in Silicon Valley is damn costly. Starting from your morning cup of Starbucks coffee to getting an Uber, everything will make your pockets a hell lot lighter. This video will help you to decide whether it is worth your time, effort and money to settle in the Silicon Valley. Before we get into the thick of things, I would like you to guess how much you think a person in the Silicon Valley spends in a month. Give me your wildest answer. Think about it for a second. Done? Okay, now you can compare your answer with what I provide in the video. Let's roll. Rent by far will be the most expensive item on your list. I live in South Bay. My apartment complex is pretty new. The rent for my one-bedroom apartment is $2,600 and the price of two-bedroom apartments are around $3,300. I live with my wife and we find the apartment pretty decent. It has a common room, a swimming pool, a jacuzzi and a designated parking spot. Most people who are here living alone generally tend to rent a two-bedroom apartment, say for $3,200 and then have a roommate. So effectively you are just paying $1,600. Which is considered pretty decent here in the Bay Area. Most folks try not to live in SF even if they work there because it's super duper expensive. I was recently checking out the prices for the apartments and it's like $4,000 for one bedroom and $6,000 for two bedrooms. Like these are all for the newer apartments, but it's crazy. If you're looking for cheaper options in SF, so the apartments then will be pretty old and rusty and won't have most of the facilities. So in that case, they won't even give you like a free parking spot. So you have to pay extra $200, $300 for that particular spot. But if you love the kind of the city lifestyle where everything is within your arm's reach, then you will love SF. Recently, because of the COVID thing, people are moving out of SF. All this while they were living in SF to reduce their daily commute. But now, because there is work from home in most tech companies, they don't need to pay that high rent. And as a consequence of this, the rent in SF is finally on the decline. Apart from your rent, you also need to pay renter's insurance, which comes to around $80 to $100 a year. Not bad, huh? Now let's talk about utilities. So you have to pay for your building utilities separately. It includes water, trash, sewage, etc. For us, it comes to around $92 a month. Also, you will definitely be having, home internet, Wi-Fi at your place. I have Xfinity internet and it's supposed to give you 150 Mbps of speed and I have to shell out around $45 a month for it. Also, because of the work from home for during the quarantine period, many tech companies in the Silicon Valley have started reimbursing your internet bill. Yes. Surprisingly, I find electricity bill here pretty cheap. For us, it comes to around $30-$35 a month with AC usage. Many months, people in California get rebates for various different reasons. I distinctly remember like a couple of times my entire electricity bill was waived off because it rained here. Like California faces a lot of drought and it rained so much that they gave us rebate. Pretty neat, huh? You will need to have your very own health insurance. Medical costs here are insane and without insurance it will cost you a fortune. Most tech companies here in the US, in the Silicon Valley, have ties up with the different insurance providers and they pay a part of your monthly payment. So like in my previous company, I was paying $80 a month for health insurance. But at LinkedIn, the benefits are slightly better and LinkedIn covers my entire cost of insurance. I don't have to pay a penny from my pocket. Let me give you some examples on the importance of health insurance. Every time I visit my regular doctor, the price is around $250 for a visit. But I only pay $10 from my pocket. The rest is taken care of by the insurance company. Also, I did some blood test and the total amount came to around $1,150. But I only paid $15 from my pocket. Pretty amazing. But you also need to keep in mind that these amounts, varies from insurance to insurance and also what coverages you have. You can either lease a car or buy a car, though leasing is the cheaper option. Earlier, I was not familiar with leasing. It basically means to pay a fixed amount for over 3 years and then return the car at the end of it. Typically, leasing can range from $200 to $600 a month. If you're going for Toyota or Honda, it will be on the lower range. But if you're aiming for the big guns like Audi and BMW, there is no upper limit to it. Apart from your monthly car payment, you also have to pay for insurance. Insurance comes to around $100 to $150 a month. It depends on how long you had your license, if you had any accidents in the past, etc., etc. Also, gas is pretty cheap here. It's around $3 a gallon, and for me, I use around $150 a month. It covers everything: my daily commute, groceries, long drives, movies, everything. In SF, most people don't even get a car. First of all, because you don't have a designated parking spot. Secondly, driving through SF is maddening. It's crazy, and the city's transport system is pretty decent, and people make use of that. So they generally don't get a car, and if they need one over the weekend, they just rent it. So even with the cheapest of the cheapest car, you're spending something like, say, $250 for the car, $125 for the insurance, and $150 for gas a month. So which comes to $525. Yikes. I generally go for groceries once a week, and it costs me around $200 every time. So this is for both me and my wife together. We generally go out to eat once or twice a week and generally mostly cook at home. So for a month, the total amount comes to around $800 for the both of us. When I was living alone, I was eating out a lot and spending way more than what I'm doing right now. It really helps your pocket if you cook on a regular basis. Everyone deserves a break, to go out once in a while for food, drinks, movies at least. I go out for movie night, go to a restaurant, and maybe another time during the week we order food in using DoorDash or Uber Eats. Whenever we go to a restaurant, our average bill is around $100, which includes food and drinks for the two of us. And we also have to add around 15% tip. But whenever we are doing DoorDash or Uber Eats, it's way more cheaper because it comes to $40 to $50 because we're not ordering any drinks. In this quarantine period, we have been mostly doing that. No more date nights outside. Anyways, total of these kind of expenses a month comes to around $400 to $500 for both me and my wife. Typically, gym membership costs $50 to $70 a month per person. Most companies in the Silicon Valley have gyms in their offices, and they also offer a wide variety of classes like Zumba, kickboxing, etc. The companies which don't have gyms offer gym reimbursements. Also, the newer apartments nowadays have gyms. So mostly you won't be paying a penny from your pocket for gym membership. Typically, people have family plans for phones, and it comes to around $40 to $60 a month per person. With that, you get unlimited text, calls, and internet access. Most companies in the Silicon Valley again offer phone reimbursements, so you don't have to pay from your pocket at all. I have Google Fi, which I have found it to be pretty decent, and I pay $100 for the two of us.
So this is the breakdown for couples. Here I've shown the top 5 categories, which are rent, groceries, car, date night, and insurance, with rent being the majority shareholder. With all in, the total comes to, on an average, $4,560. Yowza! Keep in mind that this does not include any kind of extravagant gifts that you give your partner when you forget their birthdays or anniversaries. Now, this is the breakdown for individuals. The top 5 categories are still the same, and rent will still be your biggest expense. This time, with all in, it comes to $2,880. Good luck. You think after working in tech in the Silicon Valley and earning in 6 figures, you will be rolling in diamonds, but you will still be pretty broke.
Here I've provided you with a ballpark number. These are rough estimates based on what I have been spending over the years, but you can significantly bring the number down and it's entirely up to you and your lifestyle. That's it for now, guys. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Let's stay connected.